Dogbert presents How to Beat This Dumbass Team. And now, let's join Dogbert. Hello and welcome. I am Dogbert here for a special edition of How to Beat This Dumbass Team, only it's really about beating a certain character. Super Shill. That's right, the Super Shill has been running rampant since people, got him from DD6, Krakens usually. People who spent a lot of money to get through DD6 quickly. And, well, the thought has been that he's pretty much unbeatable. Unfortunately, I don't have one in my arena, so I can't tell you anything about how to beat him in arena because I can't really test. However, what I do have is an alliance mate who has gotten Super Shill. And, well, he put him on more defense for me to test out things, and because my alliance has been running into some Super Shills in war, well, we needed an idea of how to beat those dumbass teams. So that's why I'm putting out this video. It's not just because I'm going to show you how to beat them and how to beat him in war. I want you to go through my thought process and understand why I chose the characters I did in order to beat Super Shill. Maybe we can figure out how to do it in arena too. Probably could, if I actually had one to test on. But this will give you some ideas too, how the thought process works, what you need to do to beat Super Shill, and that's it. Let's go take a look at the video. Alright, these videos were taken on my phone, and I was doing this testing. This is the first team we're going against. As you can see, I'm going to be punching up here against the Dormammu, Secret Defender, Super Shill hybrid here. And let's go and see what happens. Now, the team I'm using here is going to be my own Ms. Marvel Hardlight, who I have running as a Raider. I have my Black Cat as a Striker, my Zombie Iron Man as a Skirmisher. I do run Hela as a Fortifier, and I run a Big Boy Apocalypse. In this particular video, he is still Gear 17. The last video I'm going to show he's actually Gear 18. I finally got the pieces to take him up to Gear 18. My Hela is only level 93, Gear 16. My Zombie Iron Man is only level 87, Gear 15. Never took him to Gear 16. Black Cat, Ms. Marvel Hardlight, and Apocalypse are all level 95. Black Cat was Gear 18 at the time. Ms. Marvel was still Gear 17. So they are pretty big. And of course, if you're going against a team like this, where it's all Gear 18s, you're going to need a big team to at least somewhat take this on. Now let's get into the fight. We should load up pretty quick, because this was on my phone. So you can see the positioning here. Now they actually went and, I like this video a lot because they actually go and ability block my Ms. Marvel Hardlight. There's some RNG here of who he's going to hit. You never know. But you can see now I can't even get a taunt with my Ms. Marvel Hardlight. It is doing the typical stun because we need to get around the taunt of Ms. Marvel Hardlight over there. And you can see that the reason why I really brought Hela and Zim, not only are they strong in war, but don't forget every time that they kill Greg, that's 10% less speed bar for them. Because of the way Super Skrull works with his speed bar up mechanic whenever we get a positive effect, we're actually starting to punish him for that. We're starting to punish him for all his turns by taking away some speed bar and keep a little bit more control over to us and allowing us to get to him. You can see there goes their Black Cat. The other reason why I bought Black Cat here, when you're facing a Dormammu, it takes away the revive once from the team. Thanks to her ability. So now we have Apocalypse here. Now you see I'm going to use the special actually first, because we need to get Super Skrull to get rid of his safeguard. You can see he killed my Ms. Marvel Hardlight, who really didn't do much. You can see Hela just doing a lot of work. We're able to get some debuffs on him now. And more or less, we just need to really get through Ms. Marvel Hardlight. Now, because this is war, she doesn't have safeguard. That was able to knock out the taunt, and she has disrupt. So we can go right after Super Skrull. And we took him right out with Apocalypse. Apocalypse is very key to take out key members of a team like that. Just nuke somebody out. In this case, we got rid of Super Shill. And once Super Shill was gone, it made this a whole lot easier. We're really not even really worried about Dormammu that much. See, we're trying to take away some speed bar there. Now I picked Dormammu here to remove his charges with Zombie Iron Man. so we don't lose our buffs every single turn. Of course, we do have a lot of damage we've already taken. Big Boy Apocalypse going after Ghost Rider Robbie, since he does put out a lot of damage, since if you hit any ally, doesn't matter if it's a Secret Defender or not, he's just going to do a bunch of damage. And as you can see, he's out of there. There's no reason for Dormammu to stay, so we get rid of him. Every time we blow up that Greg, that's less speed bar for them. So we do have a couple Gregs here and more. Actually screwed up there. Should have tried to do the ability block. Should I just done basic? Because she already had immunity, so it didn't matter. My Black Cat going after him. And the other thing about having multiple Gregs right now is it does screw up the AI a little bit. There, got rid of Ms. Marvel Hardlight finally. And that's it. We got rid of Apocalypse. Not Apocalypse, Black Cat. So moving on, we're going to go against the same team yet again with the same team. This just is going to show you some of the randomness of the fight, unfortunately, but you should be able to overcome it. This time, Super Skrull going after Apocalypse, leaving my Ms. Marvel Hardlight alone. A bit more of a better situation, because actually ability blocking Ms. Marvel Hardlight really took away her whole thing, is his take a hit or two because you can taunt. As you can see, she just took a hit from Super Skrull. And we already got the taunt off of that Ms. Marvel Hardlight this time. Again, in this particular situation, we want to use that special first, because we went Super Shill to get rid of his safeguard first before we really go after him. And this is why you really need big characters. You got to be able to take those big hits from Super Shill. And why Zombie Iron Man comes in so handy, because it doesn't matter how many times they kill him, as long as Hell is alive. This is why I try to keep Hell alive as much as I can with that big old fortifier on her. Okay, we got the Empowered Apocalypse now. Don't forget, his Empowered is 60% plus 450% damage, I believe. So we did a lot of damage to Super Shill. We can ability block Super Shill. You do not want to try to stun Super Shill, otherwise he'll throw the stun right back at you. So we have lots of debuffs out there. One big thing you really want to get on Super Shill is a heal block. Reason being because how much he heals himself up constantly. But if you put that heal block on him, well, it's a lot easier, and then you just take him out like that. And now Super Shill's gone. We just have to get rid of the Secret Defenders. Robbie always being the #1, because he just puts that, see all that damage because of his constant charges. So I'm actually taking away the charges here with them, which also took him away from Black Cat and ended up killing Robbie. Again, Ms. Marvel Hardlight just kind of stands there stunned. She's got trauma. She's not doing much. We're just going to blow up into Black Cat constantly. We pretty much only brought our Ms. Marvel to take a hit or two, just to help control the fight a little bit. So those are the things you got to think about when you're fighting Super Shill. You want a heal block. You want to be able to hit him with a Big Boy Apocalypse hit. But I'm going to show you another fight, in which case I don't actually use the Big Boy Apocalypse empowered hit on Super Shill. We need to work on him separately. Alright, being that this is War, I broke up Nowhere a little bit. I brought Thor Infinity War. He seems to work okay. I've also done this with Star-Lord Annihilation, but my Thor Infinity War is a little bit bigger. And I brought in Nova here. We're going against Shillama. That's right, this is in War, don't forget. We're going against a pretty big Shillama here. We got, OG Hulk, Red Hulk, Super Shill, She-Hulk, and Brawn. This is a team that we've been seeing on defense. We're trying to figure out a way to one-tap it, and this is the way you do it. Now I put Hela way over here on an end because I want to keep her alive as much as possible. Thor Infinity War is really there just to help with the She-Hulk charges. You're going to see he actually dies pretty quick, but if he actually lived, he actually does help with those She-Hulk charges, keeping those things thrown away. And Novus is really good in War, of course. Plus, he gives us that battlefield effective healing, as you're going to see. That can come in handy as well. We're actually not going to use the empowered hit of Apocalypse on Super Shill. We're actually going to save Super Shill for last. which has a bit of a problem of its own. Takes a little bit while to knock him down. Get the right combo, get the heal block on him, which you absolutely need. Okay, you can see here we go. We need to use Nova. He did get the taunt. There's no taunt on OG Hulk. And that is important. You can see this in this case, Infinity War 4 didn't do a whole lot. But I said in other cases I have done quite a bit with him. So we're going to use the Empowered really quick here. And we're not going after Super Shill. We need to get rid of Red Hulk on this team first. Red Hulk never got a chance to do his battlefield effect. That's going to be a huge thing, win for us. Then we have to do it. Now we're leaving Super Shill out here because don't forget with the way Zombie Iron Man works with those bleeds. He's making Super Shill attack his own team. And Super Shill being so powerful, well, that's quite an advantage for us. Because he just helps us take him out. Now we're going to ability block Super Shill. Try to control it a little bit more. You can see him just doing a ton of damage there to She-Hulk. And we really want to keep She-Hulk under control because we don't want her throwing back those negative effects. We really want to get rid of her as quick as possible. Here we go with Nova. You got some barrier out of that. She-Hulk is gone. We have an ability block here. We're going to throw that over on Brawn. Super Shill doing some work for us. We're really just turning Super Shill into our own little ally, whether he likes it or not. I like to get those heal blocks on him. Get some defense downs on OG Hulk plus Super Shill. And I like to blow up Greg right into him. It's okay, so he went and healed himself back up. He cleared all his debuffs. He wanted to invis, so that forced us to go after OG Hulk. So we're just going to take out OG Hulk now. And now we're down to just Super Shill, and we got 4 people plus 2 Gregs. Now this does take up quite a bit of damage. You're going to need to have a good amount of damage. Now my Nova is only level 90 gear 16, so a bigger Nova would have definitely have helped here. Just bigger characters in general would have helped here going against a Gear 18 Super Shill. Now in this video, Apocalypse is Gear 18. Like I said, I'd gotten the pieces finally for him when I took this video. And when my alliance mates set this defense up for us. You see we're getting through Super Shill, getting some bleeds on him. The Gregs are so important, putting those heal blocks on him. See, we're taking that special again. Zombie Iron Man just keeps coming right back. He keeps killing those Gregs, knocking back some turn meter, so we can try to work on that barrier of his. Apocalypse I am running as a striker, and we took out Super Shill, and we took out Shill Ama. So I hope that gives you an idea of how you should be handling a Super Shill. And until next time, everybody.